Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation on behavior change model. My name is Orchid Chong and I'm from Brahman University. The behavior change model is also known as trans-theoretical model. It's a model that assesses an individual's readiness to change or act upon a new behavior. The model provides a change process or a developmental guide for the individual so ultimately the new behavior becomes part of their daily life. For an advanced nurse practice, the trans-theoretical model is helpful when designing a health communication tool that conveys objectives, messages, and strategies per individual or group. The stages can be measured using the level of motivation and readiness for a behavioral change. In 1977, James Prochaska and Carlo Di Clemente derived this model from different psychotherapy theories. It was then refined based on research and analysis. This model has 5 stages of change. The level of motivation or readiness determines each stage. In a way, the process is a progression since the level of motivation builds on the stage prior. Pre-contemplation. This individual is not ready to change, but she is curious about the new behavior and wants to learn more about it. Contemplation. The person is getting ready to change. She recognizes the need for the change and starts to balance the pros and cons if she does. Decision. The patient feels ready to start a new change, but does so in small experimental steps. Action. The individual starts to adopt the change in her life. However, she still needs to make some tweaks so the changes will work for her. These modifications are usually done in short periods of time. Maintenance. The witch has completely changed her behavior and now can do this for 6 months without any relapse. Ideally, the patient is incorporated this flying into her daily life. Here is a demonstration of the behavior change model. You might hear similar statements from your patient. In pre-contemplation stage, you might hear the common, "tell me more" phrase. In the contemplation stage, you might see him thinking, maybe. But don't forget, he's getting ready to change, but is still weighing his options. For this phase, the pumpkin feels ready to try, but doing so in experimental stages. Okay, I'll try. For the action stage, you'll see the pumpkin doing it, but it's not quite right yet. In the maintenance stage, the behavior is now a habit. I can do this for at least 6 months. I've changed. An example used for the behavior change model is for diabetic patients who are non-compliant. Let's say the provider wants the patient to make small diet changes such as eating an apple. First, the nurse practitioner might hear this first stage as a question, like they're seeking for more information. Why should I eat a healthy diet? Then you can go into details about a healthy diet and why it's important, etc., etc. Next, the patient might come up with small changes such as, "Oh, apples are yummy. They are better than French fries." The patient is in the 3rd stage and you might hear them say, "Let me try a small apple instead of French fries." And the patient is in the 4th stage when they are making tweaks about their behavior such as, "This is too red. I want a green one instead." Lastly, as a successful behavior change, the patient might say, "I'm eating a green apple daily instead of French fries for the past 6 months. And so you have the 5 stages of the trans-theoretical model as reflected in the behavior change for a diabetic patient. I just want to thank you all for listening to my presentation.